Yeah, doggy. What's up,
Yo.
dude?
Hey, finally! It's a tranny.
Oh, your favorite, huh?
What kind is it?
European.
Would a manual be a male or automatic be a male?
Well, they both. Well, this manual is a male because it's got an input shaft.
So your car is transitioning from female
if it's
to
an
male.
automatic, it's a female because it just converts everything.
Why do
into
I have a
something
feeling
that
Jimmy
it
called us
isn't.
over here because he wants to help him carry it in?
So here it is. If you did see last video, this is a 5-speed ZF transmission for the white M3. So we can finally get it on the engine and then get the engine in the car. It's about time. It took me a long time to find this. Finally got one. Now we can get back to work. No, you don't got it. Okay, yeah,
That's
thanks.
right.
Thanks,
Lift
B.
with your back in a jerky, twisting motion.
Everyone loves a little before and after. I mean, you can see how gross this thing is. Rinse it, Randy.
You're doing a great job, honey.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah.
So while the transmission air dries outside, we have a lot of work to do before we can even get it on the engine. So we have to pull this off the engine stand and put it on the crane right there. Then we have to install the new clutch kit right here. And then we could put the trans on the engine and then the mounts on and hopefully drop it right into the E36. And this part kind of sucks, so we're just gonna use the power of YouTube and make it happen. This thing looks so crooked, oh my God, but it's kind of the factory hook point, so it works out. I mean, these things naturally sit really crooked in the car. I mean, the oil pan, as you can tell, is not that far off. So now we're just gonna quickly bang out the rear main seal. This thing is nasty. Good thing I got a new one, because this thing is toast. Nice OEM piece. I love when it comes with a little plastic piece because it helps lining it up on the crank so much easier. Now we have to replace our pilot bearing, which is the bearing that actually sits inside the crank. In this case, it actually is a ball bearing, which is pretty cool. A lot of cars actually just use like a brass bushing, but these are full-on bearings. Nice. All right, Freshie's in. Oh, look who's here. Ooh.
Yep.
You gonna help me today or what?
No,
Okay, fair enough.
but I'll watch you for a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I fixed the lens. It's all clean now.
About time. What's it been? 18 videos? Your viewers had to suffer through that?
No, I got powder coated in the last video.
Yeah, right.
All right, time for the flywheel. And so the OEM flywheel is a dual mass flywheel, which when they're brand new, they feel good, but they're expensive new and they don't last that long. And so I went with a single mash conversion. Woo!
Yay!
Right here. It's supposed to be lightweight. I don't know. It just has holes in it.
They look extremely heavy. Yeah, it's 6,000 pounds.
You're a bitch.
It's the heaviest flywheel known to man.
Jesus. Clean this bad bitch off. Look at this thing, dude. It's pretty solid, right?
That's fancy.
All right, not bad. Oh, can the camera see? Check it out, guys.
You can see me.
There we go. One of these. Nice. So this thing's all torqued up, ready to go. Everything lines up mint. I'm really happy with this kit. So I just threw in a new pivot ball right here. You guys can't see it yet. Bad timing, but the clutch release arm. What is the term of this thing? Throw out arm for the throw out bearing.
Now you put me on the spot. I have no idea.
Yeah, whatever. Now we have to throw on a new throwout bearing, and it's nice. It comes with a retainer. It's all in one piece, so all we have to do is put some grease in the inside of this, and it just slips on, and we're ready to go.
Let it rip, Tater Chip. Let me get in here.
It's always good to use 2 fingers, right? Start slow. And just really get in there.
That was highly inappropriate.
Oh boy. So here we go. She's ready to go in, or together. They're getting married.
It's legal in this state. Oh wait, no, you're not ready.
I'm not ready?
There's a backing plate that goes here. Oh, mother.
So I forgot the backing plate. And the backing plate is the plate that goes in between the engine and the transmission, and they usually act as more of a dust shield than it is a spacer, but it does act as a spacer, so you kind of do need it. I lost my auto one when it should work for a manual, and I didn't get one last night when I went to my buddy's garage, so I have to find one. Quick little field trip. No worries. I got cheesy pretzels, ice cold AC. Could be worse.
A few moments later.
Well, definitely in the right place. This dude has so many beamers. What's going on here, buddy?
Holy fuck. Hey, what up, bro? Scared the shit out of me.
Is the header on this thing or what?
Yeah. Open headers.
No way.
It's got long tube headers, but it's just dumped like right there.
That's awful. Ryan, I need a flex plate.
I got you. Hold on.
Oh, perfectly staged. Oh, thank you. It's this stupid little piece right here. All it does is make sure shit doesn't get on your flywheel.
Yeah, the main part of it is here.
Yeah.
This girth protects the flywheel.
This will do the trick. Oh, goddamn. Huge shout out to my buddy Orion. He is the go-to parts guy for E36s around here. So, I think even E46. Seems like he has one of everything. So hit him up if you need any Beamer parts. Maybe he'll sell them. Maybe he won't. Just bug him. Instagram right here. Let's get back to the shop. All right, here she is, boys. This is the stupid plate. As you can see, it covers all of this. And yes, it is important. So don't forget it, like my dumbass. So now it is time to throw the tranny on, and I hope it goes smoothly. So wish me luck. Last thing I have to do before we could drop it in the car is actually put up the engine mounts. When I got this engine, it didn't have any mounts on it, so I took them off the old block, and they're crusty. These things are nasty, and the car it's way too nice to put nasty ass mounts like this on there. So we're gonna sandblast these real quick and throw them on. So no one wants to watch this, so we're just gonna do a quick before and after. Ready? Before and after. Definitely not perfect, but I mean it's totally worth the 5 minutes that took because these look pretty good. So let's throw these on, get the motor mounts on them, and she should be ready to drop in. All right, so I just threw some fresh motor mounts in it real quick. It deserves it. She's a good girl. So I guess now it's time to try and get the engine in. This engine's weird because it's super tall. It's like really, really tall. And it sits super crooked. And it's just, there's a lot going on with it. And there's not too much room in here and in here. So I already know it's going to fight me. But let's see if I can get it in by myself. And if I have to, I'll call the guys over. But I should be able to manage. Oh my god, the engine's in. So that actually ended up taking so long that the camera shut off, and I don't know how long it is, so I guess we'll find out. I can guarantee the engine was still halfway in when it shut off, but that was difficult. Huge pain in the ass. The oil pan around the steering shaft is what made it so freaking difficult. So 2 tricks for anyone who's gonna do this that I wish I did. It would have saved me a shit ton of time, and that is start off by just taking off the passenger side motor mount, like the arm itself. It's really easy to put on once it's in place. And then a big one, which is really stupid, is the engine harness plate, or whatever you want to call it, the engine harness. Take this off. It bolts to the cowl. I was being stubborn and didn't want to do it, and it took me a while to realize it, but the back of the head was actually hitting this, and it wouldn't allow it to go that last little bit for the oil pan to clear the subframe. So, big one. Pull that bitch right there, move it out of the way, because it'll save you a lot of time. And oh my God, was that a huge pain in the ass. But it's in there, and I mean, look, it looks good. It like feels like a car again. When cars are just shells, they kind of freak me out, but when there's an engine in it, ooh, it's a car again. I bolted up everything underneath, transmount and everything. It's in there, and now there is still a crap ton of work to do, but at least we can start making moves, which is awesome. I was waiting forever for that trans, and hopefully it didn't make the project drag on too far. So I still have to get the drive shaft for my buddy. He has to pull it from a car. I'm still waiting on the pedals also. The clutch pedal, and then the master cylinder is actually built into the clutch pedal. It's really weird. And of course, hook up the power steering, all the accessories, the harness, blah, 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 fuel lines. You guys know the deal. So that was pathetic, absolutely pathetic. It kicked my ass, but whatever. It's in there, and the M3 is actually starting to look like a car, which is pretty fucking sick. So, all right, so I still have a crap ton of cleaning to do before I go home because this garage is messed up right now. But we got a little bit of sub mail, and I want to open like two things. I've been dying to. My schedule has been like clashing with Brian's lately, so I haven't seen Brian much this week, and I feel guilty doing sub mail without him, but I'm eager, so let's open something. We'll do these really quick. All right, let's check it out. Ooh, we got swag. Oh, this is a really nice shirt. Fitment Industries. Oh, you guys already know. They actually sent us a bunch of shirts for the whole gang when they were doing the wheel giveaway, and they're really nice. Trust only those lower than us. That's a really nice shirt. I know they're like a wheel distributor, but got nice merch. So check out their wheel website. Check out their YouTube channel because they actually make some really funny videos. I'll put the link in the descriptions, and yeah, tell them I sent you. Thank you guys. All right, what do we got? I think this is a flag. Oh, it's definitely a flag. You can tell what came off of eBay when you get something named Zhang Yanyan from Dongzhongji Zhongdong. That's what it says. Couldn't tell you where that's from. So whoever sent this to the shop, thank you. Well, depending on what the hell this flag says. That's amazing. We got our first diesel flag. No freaking way. That is hilarious. So all you diesel guys out there, you're slacking. Looks like the Dodge boys beat y'all to it. The Cummins, they claimed it first. One more. Oh, this isn't sub mail. This is another oil pan for my JZ that I ordered. Hey guys, well, we got some sick t-shirts and we got a nice flag, and I guess that will conclude sub mail today because sub mail by myself isn't fun. We need the whole gang here, so we'll save the rest for later. But with that, we're gonna end it. So tomorrow we'll be working more in the M3, getting that all together, and whatever else pops up. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.